welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cougars offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Malone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Stanford's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Caught over the middle, it's Savage. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Toss sweep right. Finds a little space.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the official... Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Kennedy. Pulls it in, it's Savage. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Black. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the back. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it up, putting a drive together. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
So Washington State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Malone. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys.
Turning it on! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. It's caught. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Cougars are on the move.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Savage. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45, on its way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The give to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Washington State has it all working right now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Washington State will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Grabbed over the middle, it's Evans. There he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on. Physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cardinal! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass. It's Kennedy. Trying to burn this defensive back. He caught it, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Washington State.
He'll bring it out. It's busted. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Tagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And man, the defense defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Washington State, 3.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He takes it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bostic. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for room, it's Malone. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Washington State will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Savage. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Washington State, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bostic. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Washington State sends out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Gonna run it. It's Savage. Got the first down and more. Found the seam on the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he makes the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Bostic. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
He's in open space downfield. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Got him downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. This time it's complete. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Stanford!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about
it. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Send the tight end in motion. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Kennedy. Rushes on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Complete to the left. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fakes to grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Savage. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold defense.
That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the option. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay up.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator.
Lets it fly! And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead.
63, Washington State, 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Buchanan. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Ball is loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Washington State will have to boot it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed. executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Kennedy. He lets one fly deep. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Washington State, 13.
Coming out with it, it's Buchanan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking the deep shot. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity